Welcome to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Don. I'm IT Explosive One, and we have a very special, very beautiful, very welcome.
He's back again.
I
Guess
just
what
can't
this
stay
is.
away. I can't stay away. It's Mr. X.
Mr. X.
All right, Jonas. Look, now me and Jonas were discussing before we're going to do this episode. We say we never speak about anything political.
We don't really talk about politics. We might mention some political stuff occasionally, but we don't get into politics.
Trigger warning.
But with the recent update to the country, the live patch that was applied to this country,
A lot happened last week.
we got to talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, they cut rates.
We have
They did.
Jonas,
That's what
we
we're
have-
talking about?
Nope. We've got a new president.
Really?
A new repeat
There's
president.
a lot of people that are mad about that.
Non-consecutive.
Oh, trivia first. Do you know the only other president that had a split term?
I do. Grover Cleveland.
Yep, Grover Cleveland. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys are smart. Guys,
Yeah.
Not really. I heard it on the radio the
Yep.
other day.
Oh, I knew that before. I'm a presidential genius.
I doubt it.
Wow.
Yes, but
Wow.
either way, yeah, a lot of people
Cleveland,
are,
Ohio, named after Grover Cleveland?
He is from,
I think so.
I think that's the one from, no, it's James A. Garfield's from Menor.
That
He was
an answer to the
assassinated
question.
almost. Oh, I don't want to put that out to give too much information. He was,
We are talking. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
anyways, so yeah, the trumpet, he's back.
A lot of people are mad about it. Have
Yeah.
you guys? Have you seen the videos of the people breaking it to their children?
Have you seen the
Or-
videos of the people screaming at the camera?
People are losing their minds. I will say that about this whole deal. People are absolutely losing their mind. And, you know, I get it. You're upset. But, man, just tap the brakes. Just a
I saw
little
it
bit.
1,550% search up in how to move to another country.
Yeah.
But that happens after every.
That does happen.
president.
It happened
over-
when Biden won.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I have to say is like I feel like the reactions are kind of similar too. Now the reactions are similar only in the fact of people having strong feelings.
Yeah.
Because when the liberals lose, they just cry a lot into their cameras.
Yeah, that's
There's
accurate.
a lot of crying.
There is.
There's
There
been a
is.
lot of that.
And when
Yeah.
conservatives lose, they get mad.
They get mad.
Yeah, it's anger versus like.
Yeah.
But I've seen some wild-ish, dude. There's been some videos that have come across like Reddit of like people being like, "How much is it to hire a hitman? Y'all want to crowdsource? DM me."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Bro, you're about to get taken to jail for
Yeah.
that." Like that is a
Secret
that's a-
Service is not taking that stuff lightly
like,
right now.
especially because the man's already had 2 attempts. Like I
Yeah.
don't like I'm not the fondest of him myself.
We'll handle it on your
I'm
terms,
not-
real legal like.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing that.
Real
Yeah,
legal like.
People are really losing their minds, and I don't know. I just
So
Yeah.
we know that people aren't taking it well. Let's go across the room because I want everybody to feel safe here.
It's a
Okay.
safe space.
This is a
on the
safe
internet.
space.
Jonas, how are you feeling?
I am. Let's see. What's the word?
Indifferent?
Mildly indifferent.
Mildly
Like I
indifferent.
don't like. I genuinely don't really care for the man as a person. He has a pretty abrasive personality, but I either can do 2 things, man. I can go out there and advocate and try to fight it, or I can accept it. And I am not a protester. So I'm gonna,
Protesting does not pay.
you know,
Fair-
and
fair
and
enough.
like I said, I didn't really enjoy the last time he was president, but he really did affect the stock market and stuff in a positive way.
This
and,
motherfucker,
and
the
holy
night
F,
he got elected, was sending me
Like-
like, look at my Robin Hood.
oh, bro, I said the Trump pump is
Mine too.
real, and like crypto has went up 20% since that night. So it's like,
I got a couple Bitcoin.
yeah, like right. So it's, you know, for people who invest, like the stock market. I mean, granted, the stock market pumped because of COVID, and they're putting a bunch of money in the economy, and people that have anything to do with it. But I mean, we'll see what happens. But it's really funny. The narrative on crypto has changed in like 3 days.
All right, we're not turning this into a
No,
crypto
that's
conversation.
it. I'm not
Mr.
going-
X,
Damn,
how do
cut
you
me
feel?
off.
I
Wow.
did, because I have to moderate.
You know, I think a lot of people assume they know how I voted, and I can tell you that they're wrong.
Dun, da, da, da.
So I'll just go
You
ahead.
voted for Jill Stein, you son of a bitch.
No, I didn't. I voted for the other third-party candidate, the Libertarian candidate, which I don't even remember the name.
It was
But
I like them so much.
Yeah.
I don't even know their name.
because here's the thing,
Sean Gillis?
we live. It's like Craig or something like that. I don't know, or Jack. I don't know, but we live in Texas. Under the electoral college system, I knew my vote wasn't going to actually make a difference in that election.
They always like to try
especially
to show
in
you.
Texas, man.
In Texas, I knew it wasn't going to make.
They always like to give you like the percentage. Like we could have flipped if only 10,000 more people in these.
Yeah, but that wouldn't. They wouldn't even that close, right? In Texas, it was millions of like 1 million votes or something.
I mean, the final tally wasn't even close.
I thought so. So what I thought was, I thought both candidates were poor candidates.
Agreed.
I did not like either one of them.
Yep.
I think Trump is probably slightly better for me, in
Like for things in your life.
that
that matter.
to what affects Mr. X. Probably Trump is slightly better. And I'm a little intrigued to see how he's different this time. I think he will be different. I don't know if it's better or worse, but we'll see. I think he's much more prepared. I don't think last time he didn't know he was going to win. He didn't think he was going to win, so he showed up.
He's like,
he was completely unprepared.
There was some interview I saw where he said that. Like he showed up.
Yeah,
and was like, this is real.
Yeah, it's well known. He was just like, "Oh, I got to pick a cabinet now." But he's been working on that, so I've seen that. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think here he is again, same situation as last time, where he's got the Congress, both Congress, Senate and House are both Republican. Yeah. So if they choose to, and last time they didn't work with him because they thought, "Oh, this dude's a joke. We're not messing with him," and then he kind of took over the whole party. Yeah. And so now it's going to be interesting that they are going to work with him. So I don't know that I'm optimistic or pessimistic. I think I'm more just kind of interested in seeing. I think there's a lot of people that voted for Trump this time just because they were like.
Are you mildly indifferent too?
Like a little bit. I'm not indifferent, but I think there's a lot of people that just want to see the world burn. And I think there's a lot of people that voted for Trump to watch the world burn.
You're bringing on a very poignant point of a lot of the people who are able to vote this year being 18 years old or 19, 20. When they first experienced Trump, they experienced them when they were, like pre-adolescent. So that's
all they know is crazy politics.
So they're accustomed to it. They're accustomed to the rhetoric that he spits. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like Donald Trump. All right, I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't like him. I don't like the way that the current Republican Party is set up, where we highlight individuals that have had problematic pasts. It's a little sketchy to me. I'm not necessarily buying into cancel culture, but when you have people on your stage and you put these people on the forefront who have been racist, who have allegations of sexual abuse, and
convicted felons.
I mean, whatever. That is what it is. But I'm just saying, it's like I feel like they do put a lot of people in the forefront just to try to be edgy, and I don't really like that shit in my politics.
It reminds me of internet troll culture.
It's a lot of it's that's kind of what I meant with the world burning.
So I hate that aspect, and I'm like, when it comes to my politics, just put the fries in the bag, little bro. Just do your job, all right? I don't want to hear you making jokes or making observations. Just do the best thing for the country. Yeah. And I can't say is that I don't think that Trump is capable of being a president. I would never say that. Anybody with enough support and the backbone that the president is going to have, the people behind him, they're going to steer the ship so that this country is not going to fail. But I mean, I too am interested to see what is going on. A lot of the things that the Republican Party state, I agree with. I think that there should be less immigration into the country,
or at least the right way, right? Just like applying and coming in that way. Yeah.
But I feel differently about other things. Well, as far as the Democrats, man, they're liars, all right? They're liars.
I mean,
they want to look good in front of your face. I hate politics as a whole. Kamala Harris, liar. Joe Biden, liar. They're all liars. Yeah, they stole the last election. You're insane if you don't think they did. You know who stole this one? The Republicans.
Well,
you're crazy if you don't think they
I'll
did.
say this. I mean, I don't know about any of that, but what I do know is people that I say have lost their minds. There's a lot of people being really fatalistic about everything, right? Like the world's over. where it's the apocalypse, the country's going to be ruined. I don't believe that. I don't think. People need to realize that the president is not a king, and I know Trump probably thinks he is, but he's still not. And it's Congress that people should be focused on, and nobody focuses on Congress because they're the ones who pass the actual real law.
Well, I've seen some things, and we'll probably put this into a part 2. I want to talk about this on this episode, and we'll talk about the other stuff in the next one. What do you think about, and we'll try to make this short, him putting Elon Musk anything to do with government and budgetary stuff?
I'll be interested.
That's not.
I'll be interested to see if he actually gets a position or if he's just an advisory role because
he gave RFK one.
Well, no, RFK's not even, look. Elon Musk is running 3 companies right now. Like he can't step away from Tesla and SpaceX and they continue to go.
But that doesn't mean that he can't be there via proxy. I mean,
well,
he can't run 3 companies.
That's what I mean.
Run 3 companies as one person. What's the difference if you add a 4th?
That's what I mean. I don't think he's gonna actually have a position. When you're in a position, you have to be in Washington doing things.
True.
Yeah.
But if you're an advisor, which I think is what he's gonna be, it's
let's keep it a buck, man. It's an oligarch.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Got a bunch of billionaires. But what did you have? Pick your party. It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That's my problem. I think that these celebrities, these public figures, need to be kept out of politics.
They do.
This shit is freaking. It's insane.
Did you see that they had like Jennifer Gardner and Paul Rudd like handing out waters at like lines?
Come on.
It's
insane.
like, hey, don't vote for me, but I'm for this. Yeah,
and I get it.
I think there's people that voted for Trump specifically because of the Hollywood stuff.
All right, let's pause it right there. We're continuing part 2 tomorrow. Go to thecrazynow.com for Jonas,
TNT, and
Mr. X.
We out.
You're damn right.